Hey y'all, and welcome to Janet being Janet. Okay, so today Miss Amberlynn uploaded again, and I'm gonna be doing a reaction to why people are just obsessed with her. Let's see what she has to say today.
So I'm sure you guys are expecting a what I ate today / weigh-in. I haven't had time to do that. The last few days have been super busy for me. I wasn't even able to live stream. I am rescheduling that live stream for Sunday, so my weekly live stream is still happening.
You know what? I give my opinion so much on Miss Amberlynn, I think I'm actually gonna join her memberships for you. So if you want a little bit more Amberlynn content from me, hit that comment section below.
I'm just now getting back to my normal routine and I'm able to film this video, get back to vlogging because I haven't even been vlogging for my vlog for Monday.
Yeah, and she said that she had something bad happen. And Miss Amberlynn, she likes to take breaks when she wants to. She doesn't have to give us excuses.
Let's just get right into it with Sippin' Community.
Ah, crap. It's one of these videos.
Could you explain why, if you weighed in at 5:46 on May 19th, did you upload a vlog on May 21st saying you weighed in at 5:16? I talked about this in a whole video already, but
Oh my goodness gracious, you talked about this, I think, a couple of videos.
Scale here at home was broke and I did not know till I went to the doctor and it weighed me there. And in my head, I was like, there's no way that my scale at home is broke because I've been using it quite.
When you see your scale go from 500 to 3 something, you know your scale is broken. Amberlynn. A lot of people that will actually acknowledge it.
Frequently I was doing weekly weigh-ins for you guys. And then I was like putting 2 and 2 together one day and I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm gaining weight. So
it took her a little bit to realize, to put 2 and 2 together, but in her mind, it never makes 4.
It's like no way that my scale is accurate. So then I bought a new scale and then that scale co-aligned with the scale that I actually use at the doctor's office. Show proof the DoorDasher story is real, you hog.
Nobody cares about the DoorDasher. Who in the world is even saying anything? It's no big deal. It's Amberlynn lying again.
I'm trying to think of how I can show proof without doxing his name because obviously I don't want to do that. I actually do have a way. I have a screenshot of the notifications coming in that I actually took on my phone and you can see my wallpaper. My wallpaper is Twinkie, which I'll show you here. And you can see behind the notifications is Twinkie. So that's genuinely the only proof that I can show. And
wait a second. Missy ma'am, you like to say that you don't review these questions, but how did you know to already have a screenshot to put in there? Because you said you would, and that's the only way you would know to do it. You already knew what you wanted to address in this video today. You were just shady.
Obviously in the screenshot, I am crossing out his name because I don't want to dox. Why don't you see a dietitian regularly? I actually thought about it. Last time I saw a dietitian was in 2023. And it's like, I know all the knowledge, but I think having...
Of course, you know absolutely everything there is. I've already told y'all a million times, but I'm going to tell you 1,000,001. She knows more than any doctor, any weight loss program, any app that you can have on your phone. Amberlynn already knows all about it.
That type of support would be nice. How do you really feel about the disconnect and lack of trust between you and your viewers?
She don't care. She couldn't give a rat's behind.
So I feel like there's a section of people who don't trust me and there's a section of people who do trust me. And I feel like in the section of people that don't trust me, there's a section of people that choose not to and a section of people who genuinely have a reason.
Hey, just so you know, I used to like you and I have every reason in the world not to like you anymore. You're nothing but a letdown.
Because I feel like the section of people who like choose not to trust me, that's the trolls, it's the haters, it's the people who genuinely just live.
Hey, I got curly hair. It don't stand up in neon colors, so don't you dare call me a troll.
Live to see me fail, and they live to catch me in lies or expose.
You have caught yourself in lies. Man, we're gonna do some Amberlynn reacting to Amberlynn videos, and I'm just gonna show you how much she does lie.
Expose me or start rumors. Like, I'm not even going to include them in this answer, but the disconnect that I have between the people who don't trust me but want to, it makes me sad. And I wish there was a way that I could like prove myself to them.
It doesn't make you sad. You show no emotion whatsoever at all. You just know they support you and you're getting that ching ching.
But I know that I can't, because no matter what I say or do, sometimes it's just not enough. But I'm hoping with time, and I'm hoping with my word, and
Hey, with time, they're gonna realize Amberlynn Reed ain't word dog yet.
hoping with like showing the side of me that is true and real and honest, that they'll finally see that.
When are you gonna show that side? I haven't seen it, and I've been here for years, and most of my audience has.
Were you sleeping in a crib and drinking from a bottle at 4 years old? Also, were you nonverbal? No, I was not nonverbal, but as for drinking from a bottle and sleeping in a crib at 4, I have no idea.
You should have an idea. You had your mama tell that story on your vlog. You should have known you were going to get backlash from having a bottle at 4 years old. And you do not get teeth rot if you're just drinking water from a bottle. So anything you have to say right here, I don't believe it, and you can kick it to the curb.
Do you seriously not hear the seal arf arf in your intro, or is it intentional? That's an instrument, but I definitely understand where you guys are coming from.
Hey, I cut out the intro from this point on because one of my people that commented said that it puts them in a bad mood. So I can fix what I can fix for you.
Definitely hear it as well, but it is an instrument. I really like the song because like with the beat, each clip changes, and I love that. So as fun as that was, we are going to move on to the interview.
Oh my goodness, every time she says that, y'all better be thinking about how much lint she has to clean out of her dryer along with her belly button, because them clothes shed a lot.
Hey girl, hey, just coming off a work shift. Sorry if there's noise in the background. Would you ever visit Canada? And what do you think of like goth style,
Okay, wait. Canada is where Foodie Beauty was. Now she's in Syria. But besides that, Miss Amberlynn can't travel nowhere. She's got to have somebody drive her, and I think Mama Lynn's done with that crap.
goth girls? Also, would you like get any tattoos?
So 1, would I ever visit Canada? Yes. 2, what do I think of goth girls? I love the aesthetic.
Do y'all remember the video? Black on black on black, I'm such a black E. Y'all remember that? Yep, that was Amberlynn.
3, would I ever get any tattoos? Yes, I really do want to get some tattoos. I have some tattoo ideas, but I'm just scared.
Why didn't you get them with Jade? Easy, simple. You don't want them. You're constantly saying that you're afraid of needles. How are you gonna get a tattoo then?
I have a really high pain intolerance, but something about like the constant pain of a tattoo, I don't know why, but it just like gives me the skeevies.
I am baby.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully soon you come to the realization you shouldn't be a baby around Amberlynn.
So,
Oh my God.
my name is Isaac. I've been watching you for so many years at this point.
Then you better not ask a stupid question.
Oh.
I feel like I know you more than my closest friends. Like,
Aw.
so my question is,
Quit looking up and checking yourself out in the viewfinder. Dagummit, drink your water and pretend to not know what these people are talking about.
protected a little gummy, if you will. Anyway,
Okay, pop
so
off.
my question is, what do you think makes
Hang on. For y'all people that watch her and the other person, did you recognize that pop off? You remember? Pop off below.
you stand out? Like, why people are so obsessed with you. Like the compilation videos, the reaction videos, the constant obsession. I just wonder what you think about it.
I thought about just turning my channel into a compilation channel because I remember pretty much every video there is and what happens in the videos. I find them constantly. So I'm like, should I just stop giving my commentary on them and just post the clips? You know, that's been going through my head too.
How you feel. But yeah, I mean, I can't say the same. Like, I've clearly been watching it for years too, but what is it? What do you think it is? All right, bye, love you.
Bye, I love you too. Genuinely, I think like what
Okay, she's about to lie because she said the word genuinely.
it used to be for sure, especially like 2019 era, was just like the train wreck of it all. Like there is a 570-pound girl just like posting the most craziest things. I would do so many mukbangs. Like it was definitely trolling. Like
Okay, so your mukbangs you did for a reason. You knew what audience was actually watching those, and you raked in that money, and you were perfectly happy about it.
2018 trolling, 2019 trolling, and that
2019 was bedbound errors, so you better back it up and start telling the truth.
was when I really started to like pick up on all the traffic, the people watching me. And even when my life now is more just like calm and bland and peaceful, and I wouldn't say I'm a train wreck per se, like
You are an extreme train wreck, and you know it. That's why you get views.
I'm literally just a normal girl.
Oh no, there ain't nothing normal about you. You don't go outside and work a job.
Yes, I might be super morbidly obese, but it's
And every time you say that, you say it with a smile on your face.
more common than you think. Just a girl who lives a normal life. I do have some unique things about me, sure.
Hold up. Question. She wore this same outfit in the last video. Now, she says she couldn't post on Wednesday because something bad happened. So now she's having to post on Thursday. That's why you're getting a new video today. The thing is, she's already had this filmed because she hasn't even changed clothes yet. So she could have uploaded yesterday. She didn't want to.
But I don't think that I'm special in any way. So I almost wonder if like what keeps up the obsession from people
I am not obsessed with you. I didn't buy the shirt, and I'm glad.
is it's almost like mob mentality where everyone is kind of feeding off of each other, whether it
I feed off of absolutely no one. I am so independent in my thoughts, sometimes I agree with you.
be through like subreddits and forums and chats and like the reaction channel comments and just the reaction channels in general. It's just like it's keeping up this energy that is
Then just shut up and stay on your own channel. It ain't that difficult, Amberlynn.
constantly being like spider webbed into new people and new audiences, people wanting to belong in a community and they found one, and I don't know.
No, I already belong to a community, and I'm a lot nicer over there than I am to Amberlynn. Why? Because I went through years of manipulation by Amberlynn, and so that's why you get the down and dirty, rotten truth over here.
It's definitely crazy. I feel like if all of that disappeared one day, I still would be able to make a living here on YouTube because I do have a lot of like supportive people who like aren't quote unquote upset.
You're not worried about views right now, uploading any of that, because you got so many members that they're paying for your lifestyle monthly.
Obsessed with me. They just like watching my videos, and I'm just very grateful for anyone who clicks on my content and watches me.
Hello, thank you for accepting my request.
Of course.
I wanted to ask, why do you think
You're already smiling, so no, I'm not gonna like this.
your weight loss has been so unsuccessful? I know people have different measures of success, But if you view it from an objective standpoint, you've been on your weight loss journey for over 10 years. And
It's not a weight loss journey. Oh, yep, posting that one.
all you've really done is go
I'm gonna pause it real quick. I've been on my weight loss journey publicly for over 10 years, but my first diet was when I was 10, and I'm
You keep changing that. You sometimes say that you didn't need a diet plan until you hit your teens. Then you say you were put on a diet by the foster care people or wherever you were at because they made you use skim milk or no fat milk and you didn't like it, but they only bought it for you. See, this is what I'm saying about Anne Boleyn. No, ma'am, you better go ahead and start telling the truth.
currently 34. So I've been trying to lose weight for over 2 decades, for 24 years. So it's just publicly I have shown it for the last 10.
from being in the 300s to the 500s. And
My first diet ever, I was 10 years old. I was in the 200s somewhere, and here I am, all the way up in the 500s.
With a big, huge smile on your face.
And my highest known weight was 572.4. So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And I think it's hard for others and myself to rationalize this because
It is hard for people to rationalize. And
She's about to lie to you. She's looking all over the room. So y'all, she's got to find them words.
love the show 600 Pound Life because it shows that people who
You wanted to be on it, but your problem was you didn't want to do the shower scene even though they pay more for it. Because you were talking about and talking to Tammy or Amy Slatton, one of them two, and they were giving you all the intel.
reach this size, because I get it, there's like levels to these things, like overweight, then it's just like, okay, you're morbidly obese, then it's like, okay, you're super morbidly
The word okay is not used in these situations. It's not okay because it's not healthy, Amberlynn Reed.
obese, and then it's just like there are a few classes to it, and I've reached the point where it's like I am at the highest, and I'm fully aware that like my BMI used to be in the hundreds. My BMI now is 94, and that's still really bad. But for one's BMI to get that high,
Don't you be lecturing us. You stop it. We don't care about your BMI. We already know you're overweight. I already know you smile about it. I already know you don't want to do nothing about it. And I know you clickbait the crap out of your audience. So I think I know everything I need to know.
for one's weight to get that high, you have to go through a lot of trauma in your life.
No, ma'am. You ain't got to have trauma. You trying to set it that that's what your issue is? Then you're never going to lose weight. And tell everybody I'm not going to lose any weight. So y'all don't need to be watching me unless you want to watch me get to 1,000 pounds.
Trigger warning, whether that be emotionally, physically, sexually, you have to go through a lot. And I have gone through every single one of those things. Like I was in foster care. Like you're not in foster care just because. And even in foster care, I went through a lot. So
Foster care is your identity. Anybody who allows you to go into your past, that's the first thing you bring up. How do you look at Mama Lynn in the eyes? How do you do that? You trash her in almost every single video. You know what? My opinion, I think Amberlynn is starting to buy her.
it's me not healing all those things at the time. And then even as an adult, like finding it so hard to like speak about the hard things and wanting to.
You were not finding it hard to speak about these. They're almost in every video. You speak about all of them. That's why I don't like you picking and choosing these stupid questions.
To heal and figuring out why I am the way I am. It's just like this constant vicious cycle.
Are you still in counseling? Are you still going to a therapist? You should be going to a therapist and they should help you through the trauma. And if you ain't got any help so far, you are refusing treatment yourself.
you've had multiple health scares slash struggles throughout that time, which would motivate a lot of us to take the weight loss really seriously. You know, from being unable to do normal activities like traveling and walking to literally having cancer, like one of the worst things imaginable, really.
Yeah.
So surely with all of these things, you would be eager to improve.
She doesn't want to improve. That's the problem, and that's the thing that you believe in, and you shouldn't believe in it. If you've watched Amberlynn, you have not watched her lose weight. You've watched her gain it.
And, you know, lose the weight so you can enjoy your life. And
That's how I know it is a mental thing and it's not like a choice
You know what? Mine wasn't mental. Mine was a choice.
at all. And I know a lot of people, they look at bigger people and they think that we're choosing this life.
And you know what? They were right when it came to me, even still this day.
I'm telling you, 95% of us are not choosing this.
And the rest of us choose to make ourselves better. We ate it, we take it off.
It is so mentally exhausting.
You are mentally exhausting. Absolutely. Quit choosing these questions. You can lecture all day long, but you know what? We ain't taking in the curriculum.
To be an addict of food and to have turned to food since you were just a little child.
Hey, I was a chubby child. I was a chubby child growing up. But as soon as I hit athletics, guess what? My chub went away.
I have a whole family of addicts, and I'm not the only food addict. Like my grandma, she has passed away. She was over 600 pounds, and it definitely is not only
But did you know at the time that she was ever over 600 pounds? Because if you didn't know that, it's not an excuse.
environmental, but it's mental, and it's also genetics.
It's also laziness. 100% straight up, plain up from the cornfield. No, ma'am.
And hereditary and all of that stuff. So it's a mixture of like so many things.
be healthy, but every diet is unsuccessful and you end up making excuses for yourself.
You're saying it yourself. The reason why we shouldn't be watching Amberlynn Reid.
I don't always make excuses. I have,
Since when, Amber? Since when?
yes, but I have a lot of reasons for the way that I am. And I recently, like even publicly, I was like, can you guys help me like figure out like what is the difference between excuses and reasons?
Excuses are like bungalows. Everybody's got one, but Amberlynn's got a lot of extra.
Thankfully, I now have a clear picture of that. But yeah, I have made some excuses in the past, and I'm not perfect, so I probably still do to this day.
Oh, you hush your mouth. Nobody's perfect and you know it, so you can't say crap like that.
But I do have a lot of reasons for the way that I am, and I am trying to work on that.
Sorry if this is mean or if it's really long.
It's not mean at all.
I just didn't want to like sugarcoat it. But yeah, thank you for listening. Have a good day.
Oh, of course. I hope you have a good day too. And that was not mean. Like, that was like true constructive criticism. Like, I know a lot of people think that if I receive something like that, I think it's hate. I don't think that's hate at all. I think that
If any kind of commentary channel says anything that's constructive to you, it is immediately hate.
that's very valid. So thank you for feeling comfortable to share that with me.
Amber, my hectic comfort queen.
Oh my gosh.
I fucking love you.
I'm already done with this one. Y'all raise your hand in the comments if you are too.
Girl. What is the crack? I have two little questions for you.
Okay.
One being, have you ever played an instrument? I'm so curious. You kind of seem like someone that would sing, but I don't know.
So regarding instrument, I am not the greatest at it. I played the flute in like elementary school. And regarding singing,
Say no. 100. Just say no.
I love to sing. Like, I am not good at it by any means.
You only sing in the shower, remember?
I was in chorus in 6th grade, which I loved so much. But I'm not the greatest at singing, but I'm telling you, I love it.
She's getting a moment to brag about herself, and she's taking any advantage she can have.
Curious if you've ever played any, or would you ever consider picking one up? I can see you with like a bass or singing.
I would love. Oh, honestly, my dream.
There is no
electric
honesty.
guitar.
There's no honesty. Yeah, I couldn't even pause her fast enough. There ain't no honesty throughout this entire thing.
Like, hello, how are you? Oh my god, that's my dream.
Also, very different question. Maybe the complete opposite, but I was wondering if you had been following everything that's happening in Palestine right now. I'm kind of curious if you've been doing that. I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
She actually sent me another one, but I am going to respond to the first thing. Yes, I do follow it, but I try very, very hard not to talk about politics on my channel.
Because it gets you in all kinds of trouble because you don't know what you're doing.
I have in the past, like years and years ago. Sometimes I'll let something slip. Let's listen to your next one.
If you're not comfy with that second question, I would just want to ask, have you ever been to Ireland? And
she can't go nowhere, and you know she can't go nowhere. She's not willing to buy a second seat on a plane.
Would you ever go? I think you'd love it here. Yeah, that's it. Thanks.
No, I'm totally fine with that question. And would I ever go to Ireland? Sure. I mean, I've never been out of the country in general, so I don't know.
Your first trip is supposed to be to Bora Bora.
Hello, Amber. This is Eve from Jordan in the Middle East. And yes, you have fans in the Middle East. My question is there an ex of yours that if asked you to patch things up and be back together, that you would say yes to?
Wifey. Immediately.
You don't have to give us the name of that ex. Just answer with yes or no. And give us all of the suspense in the world.
Oh no, here's the thing. After Wifey dropped her off in Oklahoma and said, do not contact me again, what do you think Amberlynn did? Immediately started contacting her.
Not a failure. Your haters might say it to you or express it over and over again. You're not. You have a YouTube channel that has over 250,000 subscribers. And
if she doesn't stop blowing up her bubble, it's gonna pop.
That is not easy because I've tried to do it myself. I have run a YouTube channel for 7 years. And guess what? I've only 113 subscribers. So I gave up.
If you have a YouTube channel and you're passionate about it, let me go ahead and tell this person they're wrong. But if you're passionate about it and you have fun on your channel, it's going to naturally grow. Or you get people like me that are kind of like, let me come on here, talk smack, and then I'm going to go back to my horses.
Achievement is great. It's huge. You might be thinking, okay, what about my weight? You're still trying. Even if you've tried a gazillion.
She has a following because she's a lolcow. It is someone we enjoy laughing at because we know her personality.
Times and failed. As long as you feel like you're trying.
People aren't supposed to say like. It means they don't have anything to say, Amberlynn. This one's not passing me.
Then you haven't failed. Again, too much love to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That was honestly really sweet, and I needed to hear it.
Of course you needed to hear it. That's why you picked it. That's what's so daggum frustrating to people, is because you're lying through this entire thing.
For the X thing, I'm not going to say yes or no.
Hey Amber, hope you're doing good. I'm a little shy, so sorry.
Don't be.
My question would be, have you ever considered getting a food scale when counting your calories?
She already has one. She said that she doesn't go by cups, teaspoons, tablespoons. She uses her kitchen scale because it's more accurate. These are all fake. These are people or Amberlynn wanting just answers of what she wants to answer. If she's picking these, she's picked them from people that don't know about her yet.
because I've lost over 80 pounds
I do have one.
now.
Congrats on your freaking weight loss.
She lost more than 79 pounds, Anne Boleyn. You're no longer the winner.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say fucking weight loss and then I stopped myself, but congrats on your
I stop myself all the time because I don't want to show a bad side of me just because I'm talking about you.
fucking weight loss. I had to have emphasis in there because 80 pounds is amazing.
And it's been a process, but in the beginning when I was counting my calories, I was greatly underestimating how much I was actually eating.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have the proper measurements for it.
Do you not understand how many food journals this woman has been through? How many she's created, how many calendars, how many dry erase boards? It's a constant thing.
And a serving size, I thought, like in my head, I was eating the serving size, but I was actually overeating.
Yeah.
And so once I started getting...
Is this entire thing going to be about eating? Is that what this entire question is? Because Amber Lynn does enough of that.
like weighing my food on my food scale, I noticed a significant difference and I'm actually able to stay under my calories.
And random fact, she still has a little more to go, but I just pause it for a second. Random facts. What measuring your food is not as like reliable. Like something on the back of a nutrition label, it can say like half a serving.
Oh, let me tell you something. If you've ever cooked with the older generation, good luck on knowing what a serving is. You get a pinch, a smudge, a dab, a dash, a quick pour, and the entire time you sitting there going, well, what did you put in there? How did you put it in there? And they just answer you, I don't know. I eyeball it. Yeah. So you can't say nothing right now.
Like half a cup is a serving. But when you go to weigh it out, if it says 28 grams, it's like...
And don't y'all tell me your grandparents can't do that. No.
It doesn't match. So what's more reliable is definitely weighing your food. I definitely agree with this, 100%.
So just wondering. And then also with like certain packages, it'll say a certain weight, but if you weigh it, sometimes it's heavier. So it's actually more calories. So it might...
Or right now it's going around about Walmart that if you weigh it, you're getting less than what you paid for.
say like it's 100 calories for that item, but it actually is more if you weigh it. So
Oh my god, I
just a
literally just said
thought.
that.
Hope you have a great day. See
Because you knew what the question was or the statement or whatever you want to call it. You already knew it.
hi to Twinkie.
Of course,
Okay,
of
bye.
course. Bye.
Hey, oh my god, I'm
Hey, say hi to Twinkie. See, you can't even do that right.
so excited to send this to you. Sorry I sound like that. I'm not feeling very well.
Oh, I hope you feel better.
I've been following you and watching you for years. Like, it's been,
You better not ask anything else, stupid.
I want to say, at least 6 years. And I've always, like, defended you in the comments. I've always thought the hate you get is so ridiculous. Because no matter what, like, I don't care about being, like, attacked, for lack of a better word.
You know, there's a lot of times that people aren't attacked in her comments. It's just people making statements and other people's have to come in and say you're being mean to her. No, it was a thought.
I always argue back with them because I feel like these people are so stupid.
See, this is the type of person that gets in that comment section and they get railed.
Like, what are you even, I don't know.
I bet when you stick up for me too, they're like, hi Amber, I know it's you. And by the way, thank you so much for sticking up for me. That means a lot.
Yeah, we're used to your sock accounts, Amber.
I feel like any grown adult who is dedicating so much time of their lives to hating on you and making videos.
Good thing I was raised not to hate. Yeah, 'cause you can't call me a hater. I'll tell you I dislike you all day long, but no ma'am, don't classify me.
About you, I feel like you cannot be a bigger loser. Like, that is so embarrassing in my opinion.
It is weird, I will say.
But
If you didn't have haters, you would not have a channel. You need to acknowledge this. If we all said we're done with Amber Lynn Reed and we're not covering her anymore, then people wouldn't know who you are.
yeah, so I just wanted to say that before I ask my question. So my question is, I am a personal trainer, so that's the question that came to my mind. Would you ever consider getting a personal trainer?
No, she's afraid of the gym equipment. She used to go to the gym. She got on a regular treadmill. She couldn't get it to move. And this was when she was lighter. Then she turns around and has to get on a treadmill for a bigger person and was happy that she could walk 10 minutes. That was great for her. So she said the gym equipment is not made for her.
I feel like it would be so helpful for you. I saw in your recent video that you got a Fitbit and you're going to be tracking your steps, so that's so exciting. I'm really excited for you and I hope that works out for you. But yeah, would you ever get a personal trainer?
If you were a personal trainer, you should be able to recognize people like Amberlynn Reed. They're not going to put in the effort. I have seen it at the gym so many times. They'll be there for a couple of lessons, listen to me, and then they'll leave. Why? Because they don't want to.
Even if it was online, someone trying to help you?
So thank you for the question. And this was an older one. This is from when I did get the Fitbit, but the Fitbit came destroyed.
And you didn't get another one. Guys, I am so sorry that I'm talking so much. I'm just got the rattles in me today, and I just gotta get my mouth moving.
Like, the box was destroyed, the Fitbit was not working, it was broke. So I never got a new one,
And you probably didn't return that one.
which I probably should, because keeping track of your steps, it can be extremely motivating to like do more steps. And you can get very creative with it. And I just know that from past experiences. But would I get a personal trainer? That is not something that I am currently interested in.
You don't want anybody bossing you around and telling you what to do.
Hi, Amberlynn. My name is Bug, like the ladybug. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I've been watching you for such a long time, I think since like 2017 or 2018. You're literally the only...
Then you were there for bedbound error, and you understand that she wasn't showering, she wasn't walking, she wasn't getting out of the bed to use the bathroom.
YouTuber that I actually keep up with, and I've seen, I think, all of your videos.
Dang.
You're just so comfy. Your content
That is not a brag, trust me.
is so comfy, so thank you.
Thank you.
I was just wondering if there's anything at the moment that you really want to learn, or if there's any kind of hyperfixations that you have. I know that you were interested in psychology a while ago. I think you said you went to school. I can't remember if it was criminology or like criminal justice or something. Like,
Yes.
Is there anything that you think about and you're like, I'd really love to study?
If it requires effort, you know Amberlynn's not gonna do it. She couldn't be more obvious if she tried about these daggum things. She is a joke. I mean, she is just a good old laugh time.
That or learn more about that. Thank you for considering my question.
Definitely psychology. It's always been psychology. And like, to go like deeper, like I want to go in the mind of like a murderer, because like,
You want to know something my psychiatrist told me? He said there are so many problems with psychiatrists that they just diagnose others and they ain't got time for their own mental health.
why? Like, what are you thinking? Like, what? I also want to learn more about borderline personality disorder, because that is what I have. And with awareness,
I'm done with that era of your life. I'm done. We ain't talking about it no more. You already got those subscribers. You got what you wanted and you were out.
like, it genuinely changes your life. And then when you actively work on that awareness, like, it's life-changing. Anything to do with the mind. Like, the mind is just so interesting to me.
It's because you know how to manipulate people.
Or also, I really like medical stuff. Like, at the same time though, that gives me a little bit of anxiety.
Okay, hi Everlyn. I need your opinion on situationships. Like, how do we feel about them?
I have been in a few myself. For me, situationships are hard because
Just so you know, she always used to say situation kinda deal or something along those lines. I can't even remember at this point. She's nulling my brain.
As my feelings grow, I am even loyal in a situationship. Like,
Situation type deal. That's what it is.
I will not talk to anyone else. Like, you're it, and that is that. That could be a BPD thing. I don't know, but I'm a very loyal, committed person.
Bull, no, not gonna happen. You always have somebody in your DMs you are talking to. You even get in trouble and end relationships because you're in the DMs when you shouldn't be.
And I'm also very jealous, and I worry, and I'm like, well, I'm committed, but what if they're not? Because in situationships, you're usually not in a loyal situationship. Some are.
Or you have somebody like Tommy and you just lie about the situation type deal 100% all the way around.
But it just depends. For me, I think that they should happen because it's like just jumping into a relationship, like a true relationship, probably isn't the great idea.
Oh, so everything you've done in your past has not been a good idea. If you meet a person, you are with them in lickety split. You don't care how they are, who they are, or what might happen. You just want to be claimed.
Greatest idea for some people. It's like good to get to know someone, like start off as friends and then, you know, get into something more romantic, and that's where the situationship comes in. But if it's just a situationship and that's it, and there's no like end goal.
If you started out as a friend to all these people, why does it now these people come out against you and they don't want nothing to do with you? Quit taking advice off of Amber Lynn. She don't know.
Of like, okay, are we gonna get into a relationship or what? Then it's almost like pointless, but what works for you might not work for me, and everyone's different. I just know that I go into dating with a goal. That goal is to find my person.
That goal is to get them underneath your thumb as fast as you possibly can, and then you try to either move in with them or you try to have them move in with you, because once you got them, you don't want to let them go.
Because that is what I love about love, is like having your best friend and having your other half and having your person and someone that can rely on you and you can rely on them. And
hey, my husband's the arse that makes me whole. Yeah, that's a thing.
And yeah, it's just like a best friend that you find extremely sexy. All right, you guys, now it is time for bad choices. Would you
All I can say is, yay, we're almost done.
accept $500,000, but every time you speak, you have to rub your nipples? No, because that sounds like a rest of my life type of thing. And who am I speaking to?
I ain't gonna say anything besides she's the one that did the cookie video.
You know, that just could make a lot of people uncomfortable. Is it okay to cheat on your partner if they gain 100 pounds? No, it's
Of course she's gonna say no, because if she gains another 100, she still wants somebody to love her.
never okay to cheat on your partner. And if you're going to cheat on your partner because they gained weight, leave them.
Does that count in the comments too, or in your DMs, or wherever you're at? Does that count for that one too, Miss Amber?
deserve so much better. Would you rather be with someone smart than someone gorgeous? Why can't we have both? In the event of a zombie apocalypse, would you sacrifice everyone here to save yourself? There are people that I would without a doubt save.
It says everyone, and that is the actual truth. She would save herself before anyone else. She don't give two craps about her audience.
Before I save myself. In a literal heartbeat. Do you think you would be an excellent teammate to have on The Amazing Race? No. Just due to the fact that I'm 500 pounds and we need to be moving very, very, very quickly. And I'm not a very, very quick mover. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
It's over. It's over. Finally, I can shut up. No, I won't, but I can say I can shut up about this video. So I'm not gonna broadcast any longer, and I'm just gonna say I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this. And remember to smile today, or make somebody else smile, 'cause it really can make a difference. If you made it all the way through here, go ahead and hit subscribe. And if you didn't make it all the way through here, trust me, I understand, 'cause I barely did. But guys, y'all make sure you go find that mirror, you stand in front of it and you smile, 'cause you know what? You're beautiful with a smile on your face. All right, guys, y'all make it a good one for me. Bye.